Oma me say Paris Saint-Germain beto Neymar every Barcelona. Me kai o breaking news, you know. Now a lot of us were surprised. Say, hey, nah, Marcelo Bechela same way there, emu. The way Neymar at that point were winning Champions League with Barca, Neni J. Enti edie na ebubo ba Bechela hu ayeye hu ya o announce say, look, the eba no eche say Abranti FN Neymar ebe free Barca akwakosi akan e Paris Saint-Germain. At the end of the day, it happened. And the same Bachelor is saying that team FN Juventus has officially approached Asante FN Suarez and Omunine Dinkomo said he's one player Omu Pese Obetimi Ababeka Omu project no, and that's Omunyana Omope. Suarez issues with Yaka, and Menya sure said there's any platformer informing the listeners about what is really the issue with Luis Suarez at Barcelona. On the 25th of June, and Barcelona for N.S. Suarez call onto the table to negotiate in the contract in Sensum. Now, among the negotiations, you know, Suarez contract na ebewu in 2020, no. Now our option to continue 1 year in 2021, and that was what Barcelona sought to trigger. On the discussion table, Anna Suarez catch on say, oh, onunu onya enka contract nimpo enko be extended to 2023. Anna Bartomeu the Barcelona presidency, the farthest they can take his contract per the current performance at Oboy is to 2022, and that the 2021 triggering of the 1 year option, no, are not a year tied with 60% of Barcelona matches or bubble within the season, no. We are reaching into 2021 and negotiable, but on 2022 if Suarez is ready to sign a contract extension, Suarez is Derby. Or so sign a contract new in 2023, and a Barcelona president said 2023 there on to me and Emma Bantefen Luis Suarez. Now, me sure say since our Barcelona since me buy, there was a lot of insight about the real Suarez situation. And Messi wife Antonina Ricoso when Oko posted on Facebook say Messi na ne kuno Adam Fono on ne dinkomo. Ama Suarez kwa catch Messi say oni Ronald Koeman ne dinkomo no waje atum say even obeba Barcelona team nim as a sabumpa obeye for the development of the game, and that ne performance any training and I bet you say Ronald Koeman Emma may first choice centre back or not. But if Koeman impo Ebano or idea be said based on a performance in on to me man starting games so tina bench impona so be free bench about or betiasie. Wow. And Ronald Koeman say chinchina on tiasie Emma Brantiano, and that he thinks say Bibia Suarez performance abedu no kwa no be manako. And Chaye Anamak Obamas, the sporting director for Ajax. Edibetu just say, oh, what is the sense of job for Castle? Oh, because Suarez storming the European scene, you know, from Ajax in Inti. Maybe there will be a chance to push Tadic to a wing forward, no more per proper center forward, nobody Suarez Ababe Jinaho. Because then David Neres Maba, Hakim Ziyech, and David Neres, Tadic, and Luis Suarez will be a very, very good team for team I found Ajax. Any Omu season on Boso Mukomono. And I'm over must be to just look. Yes, he started with them. But they know the profile of our building from Ajax to Liverpool to Barcelona. And the kind of wages are original. A very unthinkable for people to think, say, Ajax bet me at ya. And it will be difficult, though they would have expressed interest. Some of our branch and idea. Say, our branch for Luis Suarez, a bet me free Barcelona. Nobody see a kind for Ajax. Now, in the perspective of the Suarez, I build the any the finances are bad because of how great Obabe as a striker on the European soil. No? I think say if you serve around Europe, teams are betting me match Suarez and the financial demands Bako air Juventus and Yamingwa Marcelo Blecher and to just ampa. There have been an official approach to Asante FN Suarez say Ombra no Meka Agnelli family no and Omu Juventus a project Omo say they've done everything to conquer Italian football. Omo winning Scudetto no, Omo winning Italian Cup. They will have to add Champions League to it. And they think that even with Ronaldo, they still lack a bite to be in center forward position. No? And it's what Mauricio Sarri last season. And no Paulo Dybala Kobo as a first number 9. He going to Omuni Gidie Bebre Wonimu. And no Cristiano Ronaldo, no Amana Babo, as a decoy number 9. And they are finding a finished product to him who will bang in the goals and be game changers for team a friend of Juventus so much me the Champions League now I am dream now or more air transfer building. And for me, no matter how you Suarez and any performance, especially in the last 2 seasons, say if Juventus under Andre Pirlo, Ejutum say he is one person they want to add to a team to pursue baby on person do now. You will give them the benefit of the doubt in terms of the experience Luis Suarez war. Look, even with the injury situations, I think 21 goals for team FN Barcelona last season. Nothing is lost. Say Suarez here now or in the best physical shape. Say Juventus for the he will give them a lot. He will finish off all the chances of make creative from Infinity. And the presence of him with Cristiano Ronaldo alongside the ever top players teams team at Juventus for no member, especially in European competitions. And Barcelona and Bono is not matching the Suarez by since 2014. But if Juventus see him as a project player, not for the short term, or results be from someone who could bang in the goals for them, there's some sense of logic in it. But from a broader perspective, Andre Pirlo, Mate from Turin, especially from Tuttosport, say, he is going to allow old players to leave. Higuain, Sami Khedira, Blaise Matuidi, sign for Inter Miami already. And he said, if Pirlo as a new coach, a third time to build on one signing project, then he wouldn't need Luis Suarez. Because adding Luis Suarez means you are ready for a short-term evaluation. Say also a trophy in my team Juventus. And so Juventus baby on projects na do now. They only have at least 1 season to go at it again. And so reality will dawn on them. Say they will need to build to win the UEFA Champions League. And bringing Suarez will add additional pressure to Pirlo. Say Ronaldo, no confess Suarez about there. Then we think say your short-term ambition say person winning Champions League. You are still on track and Ubetimia achieve this idea now. But look at the kind of striking Lewandowski Dima Bayern to win them the Champions League. Look at the kind of striking even teams like Atletico Madrid and making sure say this thing into the project. No, Suarez don't have that in terms of even the physique. Nancy and you can't rely on Suarez throughout the whole season. So Ababu as your main center forward and give you the goals now the mount whilst he was at Liverpool and even in the first days at Team FN Barcelona. Okay. And it's a reality don't on Barca to let Suarez go. Me who the entire and also Juventus ne kofano. But if they think say ni hu and they wire down in the pedigree will push the Juventus target now. He's all for them and me sure say a likely destination because Juventus among one of the clubs Europe CCIA or met Miami Abranti FN Suarez and in the financial demands no. Now, my who's a French football for I say the sporting director for Paris Saint-Germain, Leonardo, a confirmed Musampa. They've made approach to Jorge Messi. Messi papa no any agent and they say, meet me at Lionel Messi, Amana Babisa for Paris Saint-Germain. TYC Sports Argentina. A reporter said Paris Saint-Germain for a contract now or more prepare as a bid for Messi. No, outweigh the attitude from the English tabloid. So Man City for they got to team FN Barcelona for him, and that could be something they could consider. Now, Namin say, be a French football for pay and a bit easy about the development of the Ecoso with prospective suitors are more petty man. Your friend Lionel Messi, Amana Babisi Akamo. But no L'Equipe, and so a reporter and Raya say Juventus, and so friend Jorge Messi say, Omunya Messi, number pen with Cristiano Ronaldo with Suarez, a bit me a bomo for more short term.
And I said,
now, I think sir
Ronaldo Messi
with
same team
with this news now, just a first no. How are not teams shy away? We don't want to get involved with this Messi brouhaha, and no my sister. Minim de on what any the they think Messi leaving Barcelona is becoming a reality, and they as a branch and airpay baby didn't walk about there. They must make themselves available either through their agent or through Messi or Nwankasa Nankasa. And remember, I can't say player Bilson Noma, Maro Icardi, and how Di Maria Mo Ibiza, Eddie Holidays, and the Atete said Nema phone Afeno. Messi a catch and so look so person both team there na sananka men na wo pese me baba so na mentimi amba ye dey betimi afa about the other side intibane na mebo ama Di Maria ne Messi akasa so they only say we are madam for Argentina national team na nebo oba Paris Saint-Germain. I think with you, myself, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe, we could build a very, very formidable team and win them the prestigious Champions League now. We can just even win it and go and leave our legacy there. And I know me akoso. And from French football, news diaba say Paris Saint-Germain for a name from Leonardo Musampa, they've made an approach to all him Messi, no. And the L'Equipe can say Juventus for so you imagine say they are going for Messi, no. HSN clubs are going in for him. I think say on this platform we've made it clear. Say answer no moment bet me adaho. Say club bet me for Messi, no. Messi will need to solve the issue about whether ultimate trigger so bet me on a free transfer because June 10th apahon. And Barcelona for GD say once that date nipa on there say even Messi person compare they will have to sell him and so the club be able to me atomo and to sell Messi will come with a huge transfer fee, especially when the bar clause is 700 million euros. But the truth of the matter they say what from the English tablet say almost Man City are ready to pay 100 million. No more the Bernardo Silva, Gabriel Jesus and Eric Garcia Kahun. That is a very, very good deal on paper. And we also say when Akuman will look at it and probably Ebia I'll go for all the players now they can but we'll go into the Man City team and tell them some Messi and miss me pay because of the project I want to build a team here in Barcelona. Say Juventus Eka so mo pay Lionel Messi. Aka their approach to Suarez one. Meaning say Agnelli family knew Oscar. Meaning say they've pumped in a lot of money. But Messi will rise a potential suspect. Say, ABN Juventus also will get onto the edge line for financial fair play. Yes, and I don't know how they are going to go around that. But to let player business Sami Khedira go, to get Higuain off, to get Blaise Matuidi off, and may I say in including Omo bid for Asante Lionel Messi, they will add another player. Those players of their salary cap will free some space for them on their books to accommodate Lionel Messi.
But Messi no Bobo Juve.
He will play. Why not? So if he is bent on leaving, that's all share around Europe.
Or the influence Messi Obeko.
That's
Messi as a player. Bobo Juve.
I think aside any Spanish team, Messi will relish playing Juventus and I say Inter Milan and I say Manchester City. So Osha Messi and in the love for footballer, the first attachment will be to Manchester City. And the simple reason why the first attachment will be to City, and they say, Onyini wala Marciano. Now all back into the first team, no. He saw figures around Barcelona and Omunina City. Ferran Soriano, Tigre Bergsten, Pep Guardiola. These are three people who have been influential for Messi rising to become the greatest player of Barcelona. And they own City. And there are people help him to adapt into the EP or any England as on mine. I'm an Albo. He will have a lot of input as to how he wants the team to play to suit him. Manchester City because it is Pep. Now, one highlight of the Inter Messi will not be so comfortable moving to Abia Inter and Juve. And he said, when Cristiano Ronaldo moved from Real Madrid to Juventus, he had problems with the playing style, whether Juventus able to suit him more, whether the training methods and in the approach of Mauricio Sarri. And at this age of Messi, oh here's what we call team I was say on you coach no ntanta on whether to play to suit him so star where they me training regimes no where me oh yes I need to say I want a problem he needs a club that will sell a project to him or you clear in his mind say baby I will not suffer to adapt because now I'm 33 mama football I 2 years and I will need to move on and no quite the English tablet to just say oh apart from Messi playing in Manchester City they think say Utimimbo best 3 years more he will move into New York City no akwa koboka cry because it's a franchise of the City Football Project no abobi amomo no look Ricardo but there is a change in the fortunes of whether Messi beko and as Messi nko first no so what do asuma Argentine media outlets now all that they were saying was that they are confident say meeting now Messi ni Koeman here no especially when they had hints say Koeman catch and say oh all the privileges of what El Barcelona no or better so and that Messi now must see himself more as a team player and obey squad guy at Barcelona under him now and then all the Argentine tablets are reported say oh Messi say our statement be make it and that in the coming days he is going to make those statements no I'm sure ya Messi will come out and say na me pesa me call I've had meetings me yanya assurance from Bartomeu say ebi oba resign and when there are fresh elections ebi a meet me aba those things are boba and me show the way all of a sudden Argentine media na start changing omo headlines na the political agitation Nana Messi person setting into Catalan no was setting we and that from afar who the we are no Messi cause no people are now putting pressure on Bartomeu so on elections no on NBA kwem even presidential candidate in Catalan Eddie Ababa to just say oh Messi they will build a project for him any other Messi thinks he has caused the political uncertainty and he now needs to make a statement. But the way that the words here funo and it's a change of person we will still have to respect say there is best 70% chance Messi will announce he's still bent on leaving team a friend of Barcelona. Maka ewaha I say me only worry is about the legacy of Messi abe year of Barcelona and the acrimony that will follow in the departure from team a friend of Barcelona which me who say a good. I have seen Iniesta leave. I have seen Xavi leave. I have seen Puyol leave. And all these players left on the high with a good atmosphere and a lot of warmth. And you can say Messi, every Janim Abraham Huayeshi. Matisa Sempa for that, until we welcome them on the show. Now, and I want to mean doing come about foreigners around Javier team in Chelsea. And the reason why I want to mean Jahonko NSL. Tima Frank Lampard beto ya no. Any DAC no. Aye two transitional space Emma Chelsea who come ye be from next season will be different. Medical can say sometimes when you punch way above your weight, one way people will even lose out how deep you were in the hole. And the reason why I make us say though Lampard came to meet a team and in transition after Antonio Conte GEPO. Though on it Chelsea best player in the last 7 years as has that elbow in Sahun. Though Obato Chelsea are not on more transfer band. And on one case as a coach was a rookie in an elite club England. No. When he was able to manage to finish in the top 4 of English Premier League. Now only Chelsea drew the finals of the FA Cup no. And my Chelsea supporters said say, oh, baby, I want to need it. Obeti Mkwe winning a trophy in his first season. So they forgot about the situation now about here. Now, so our Chelsea team now about here now. Idea was telling was the transitional period now. And it's already last season. Look at the new guys that had their chance to play for Team AFN Chelsea Football Club. Mekai at the World Cup in 2018 or Russia. Andre Christiansen Papa Beka said, "Oh, Shabona and the banner ball Denmark now. There is no way Obama the banner returning to Chelsea and be a bench warmer. And what's our brand the ball because he was doing very, very well with Simon as centre back pair. Okoye no Lampard knew said because Maria Granovsky and Edim Komo Now Roman Abramovich akacha and say the entire of poppy a lot of money into the Chelsea academy. And then the observations are why even from European powerhouses, we say Barca, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Bayern, Juventus. Akwanima opportunity for youth teams players. This or Mumbrano Mumbo Bonibi. Na enye Chelsea wa pumping so much money into their youth team. Na omu youth team no e winning back to back the UEFA Youth League. Na omu ji the FA Cup England as the best youth side in England in the last 5 years. And I'm giving you the opportunity. Call the youth players, let them come and play. And so here, Kenzuma was scored from loan. So Mbrano after Fikayo Tomorimu were promoted, said they were making their transition. Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount, Reece James, Billy Gilmore. Look at the new guys now he was introducing them. I think say even with Hossein Odo Ekrade and I'm also sorry, and I started to say ye pushino, so promote your banter no more. And there were a lot of new guys within the Chelsea team. No more features academy anymore. That's an embrace for them to hold on to their platform and also build something for themselves. And then the first transition Lampard will have to go through and get the media hype about Yamausi King Nasa Koto players, and that's their performance now. The Chelsea did, you will peg it around Sikawa spending and the quality of players I do about team. But the headache for Frank Lampard will be say Samakofa Malansa every Nisaba, young guy. Makofa Thiago Silva, every Paris Saint-Germain about on a free transfer. What happened to the development of Kezuma and Andre Christensen? How do I tell them? Say, nay, I will have to play Abia Zuma with Thiago Silva and that Christensen and Tomorimo omo hot in terms of omo growth Chelsea team num CZ. And as some may catch it, may pay Thiago Silva and Antonio Rudiger. Then what happened to the development of Zuma? What happened to the development of Christensen? Tomorrow, Everton when you're born, Biabo.
And to my being quiet.
Exactly. And allowing them to go, is he going to allow the Chelsea future to go? Because now he's moving from the way Anak was starting the first season, making sure these boys have the feel of the exposure, build their confidence for the subsequent seasons, And now with the transfers now, you gave players like Tammy Abraham the opportunity to play. Players like Messi Mount the opportunity to play. Now, so I'm Olivier Giroud and the way Giroud finished off the season after Project Restart England, so stay with Pulisic, Werner, Ziyech, so Nyaka Haveta. How is he going to form that team and still give these youngsters now one more a lot of exposure in his first season, the opportunity to play? Because these guys and the class nobody about team you have to allow them to play. They are the new face of the Chelsea team. And for me,
the expectations very high.
Exactly, and the first headache for Lampard wouldn't be the media telling him you had all the money, why you transfer to Europe, so we expect your performance to go up. For me, the first headache is how the first season as a coach of Chelsea, Omir who said he's all for the transition and using the guys no move Chelsea Academy, with now the influx of these players now, when you have the checkbook to sign them, how he's going to manage those players, and fuse them to a team that will reflect last season and the season now urban anymore. Now the second thing I say, we've talked about Chelsea defensive network throughout last season. So it's something they need to fix. Yes, Malansa the Menyas also beat me room our first season onimbo, but he's young.
Okay.
But say nay minim say Javier I realize ya. Uyi ingolo can't feature us team anymore. They don't really have a defensive midfielder in the team. So many defensive midfielder with team in Mudia. Then the prospective players at Chelsea do Omoba. And no more matter than that. They seem not to be finding a backup for N'Golo Kante. And I think that I'm getting worried for Chelsea. Because and their football, it's not all about you attacking, but it's about your balance. And it's somebody Jumedi ko go N'Golo Kante so we are buying Ziyech, we are buying Werner, we are buying Kai Havertz. You bet me ako attack it team Arsenal. What if say Chelsea any ball and they have to transit between offensive play and it's somewhere compact defensively and defend against the ball.
Okay.
And N'Golo Kante nkwane be say Jumedi na I think Sir Lampard must look at that. Community Shield a decorated friendly game. And I don't put a lot of premium on it. Anya required to get us the opportunity to watch the new Mikel Arteta a project now building for next season. You know, Arsenal has not been so predominant on the transfer window. Me sure say our basic priority was to keep our key players. Be so Obama Young more, and Lacazette to stay. And the thing say the way they finish off the season, you know, they are getting more understanding of Arteta and in the philosophy. You know, the man who's a club also say, the team will continue to be a resource machine. And that's be anywhere best. Liverpool has been built to win games and win titles, and that is why he's going to keep as an ambition of the club. Say who's on your man about how they fare in the community should know. Any who say, okay, this is a project of Arsenal for next season, this is a project for Team FL Liverpool. But any game you need to really glorify and say a standard to match it's just one pre-season friendly, just that it comes into usher in the new season, and our title will be as a competitive match. But I think say Liverpool still have a very, very formidable team, and say if there's a small concentration and hunger game anymore, then the Liverpool boys will come good and probably win the Community Shield now.
Okay, I know Bismarck Owusu Bempa Ayala. And I'm obtaining Kanincha 104.5. Nhyira Power Sports Weekend Edition na yatranse aiguso ede mamono. Why message na abey Nana and Chibosi akon. I say good morning Richardo. Ayala dear. Too much. He's giving me divided attention. Oh. He is unbelievable. Okay, I know the message ode eba no. Islam Gaddafi sitting. I say good morning Richardo. Please greet Ayala for me, watching you live from Zaragoza, Spain. And also this message Eddie Efi Ebai. All right. Me call Javier Clemente Hona. Javier
Richardo.
Meaning baby I'm on the name of no person of Fabia. Me too.
Mami for Chelsea there Hona Ayala the
baby Ayala. But Mutimi and my pressure mamuso.
Definitely,
all these players.
Definitely. So we share the facts. Lampard to players ready. And it's because
last season there, you name say no more transfer ban. In the head, the expectations as to say there. Now ya like promoting players from the junior side now. Among for and shada my expectation then cost because these are not players that be on win the EPL. But this time, big players. Thiago Silva, Kai Havertz, but they likely say probably be obey me joining Chelsea. But me focus on here say all these big players are mobile on board now. And my pressure, my coach Frank Lampard.
Definitely, say players the ball players and my Richardo pressure there one also because Chelsea team or handle definitely you'll be all handle Chelsea be well under a lot of pressure because
a result oriented team.
Good because of your team no na. Oh my no na modern Chelsea body nya there was rock. But by ye Saturday na Claudio Ranieri and the manager. And obey ni for no Mourinho buy. And Mourinho buy no because for special one special one na deben no be kan fan ho ne. The next season City and said your person need Chelsea team no could do no. And my expectation no from then equals proper. But me starting from baby Ayala we no. So be all share Chelsea matches last season who baby no problems actually never. This is why because we so we are very objective and frank, but we will say Chelsea problem basically was defense no. Defense they be am the goalkeeper so back home. Defense with the goalkeeper become because the Kofa Kepa by then.
No, say you know no cray.
Just saying.
Kepa or that bad because me who say na defense mean to me should do very well.
Maybe.
And who your goalkeeper now go that's a day. Only good defender. Always you will be exposed. And I mean say
the reason why I saw me so many Javier Moyadre and me so African on Kobe or can answer no.
Okay.
But before Javier be can answer no. Look, Alex Ferguson koya no. For 3 continuous seasons, David here was Manchester United best player. Now only should know. But he was making saves.
I don't know.
What I say, that is where Chelsea fans feel say, yes, your networking is bad. But at least prove us with some saves.
Yeah. And I'm a counter Richard will say, born into defenders now. Goalkeeper no so at least so be me who say also board up person watch ball. Because Bobby and Nhyira honestly, they are there a hard but me share defense answer. Also share Chelsea defense now. Problem na nkasa no na nye central no nko na lateral defenders no so eka ho right side the Chelsea the problem because Cesar Spilicueta so bo ho a obi enim say oyade one or two instances ni bia ni pace adizet ni kakra mtin se ni feed ekwa nim kakra ntino eno sa side no hadwin but so here left side rona emri bi na atwa na Marcos Alonso me kai say ye catch us star players da na oka ho was the free kick beto a Alonso be bo free kick na she and then the runs ni goals bi o share ni crosses bi o ye ma omomo ani mo mutimi e convert na ade na ebo apa so ni ho na na ma Emerson so bebo Emerson so ba 1 or 2 games bi Emerson so abon so ne modern no it be a cost rate be adaba from omunye consistent enti ho no eye problem enti hwe matches at Chelsea aboni bia de Frank Lampard o ye nie enti be o yi scissors flick free right side or number left normal young guys na omo ebem so from resumes back akọ right or no akọ boy defenders no na no enye omo natural rules omo bo it's to the bia na eye di mom especially say omo recover so obukọ counter attack no omo recover e ade na e hard impanti the Lampard person is say ni say opeso nya natural left-footed player obe manning left side of Chelsea defense no it's go for bench were free Leicester City e aba no say the be ye betimi a free as filtrator no akwa bone right o na reasons betimi understudy no because players do na about Chelsea say no omo fie no e wo form enti idea ne say enye sa transfer ban any 1 or 2 issues at Chelsea nyaya nka esenka omo transition kakra na so ba be first in players because we Billy Gilmore we Mason Mount we Tammy Abraham we Reece James we share Tomorima enye players are under normal circumstances so we Chelsea set up ne previous years the oma year any players of the oma boy and players are almost a beshasi ama Chelsea but 1 or 2 issues been them money basa and it's very important say Lampard be left side no say the be as flicker back on the right now regime say obey understand no we need for na cast central defense so Lampard are experimenting with so many players after the be about Zuma bebo Christiansen bebo Tomori bebo Rudiger bebo nti sa partnership was on defense on ade harding Rudiger the money nya de was biasa enti idea ne say yempo bia obetimi aba beboa sa amrante no more central defense on say de be ya omo betimi a hold on until bia benya player obeba be occupy and as a players obeba be occupy as central position enti Silva did number for 1 year no all things being equal dia contract here long term because the other time because it's also Chelsea or more policy any dey kick can player bia we above 30 years no e ko be 31 32 no enya dey amount contract excess more than 2 years entina William here can say no free Chelsea or ko Arsenal because we pay 2-year contract for Chelsea na Chelsea is over to man 1 year per Arsenal for man 3 years and ko si aka ma Arsenal enti Silva ne inclusion ni say obetimi stabilize the defense ni kakra at least in the interim because so ko dwama so say o ko pe defender to a defenders kakra bi da betu abobo mudin and the sad defenders ni nyina so ade a omo team so so mo twintwan omo nkonti at least so nya stop gap better be ade betu so de be ya at least omo betumi ahen ha kakra na e bia subsequently no so person nya e bia permanent replacement and nya permanent replacement but Silva wenyini 35 years or 36 Ubi him say under normal circumstances Kenya dey say Chelsea sign but the first Chelsea are signing it say Lampard who say there's a real issue e was central defense so say Oman be home chi wanna make so here last season let's some last 5 matches when me movie cause when you heel injury but still an Lampard they didn't cheer because last 5 matches no kwa no dey assess no so one moving to the assess no right from the beginning of the season no was assessing who says player dey play oba e betumi abo nti na wama aba no nti a mover or yet to solve a problem on one case as manager who say a problem with Chelsea say but quick on the midfield under Mauricio Sarri N'Golo Kante ko na nim kakra idea ne say MBF say obetimi accommodate Jorginho because once Jorginho na I say dictator wo midfield or say dey wo ko Bayern Munich say Thiago Alcantara no o ma pass o cheche pass slow game ni down time I say game ni ko nim time I say more or less like conductor no midfield but Kovacic and then the boss rule no and for me so here last season the performance wasn't bad but me nim the Lampard ni say because they say no dynamics na say wo Chelsea anymore say here Timo Werner wo ho Hakim Ziyech wo ho ebia na kai habet nso aba enti na police di so ho enti star Ben and Lampard bebo a e wanim ho a ebetumi accommodate sa 4 players e maboni na I don't know say obe maybe atena bench mo ba mo later na say obe sato mo nyina that's what sato mo nyina dia me advice kakra me mo say say Ngolo Conte free baby o wono no obetri ebeboa Kovacic for middle cause obeboa na ebema midfield na ye very 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 solid pressure beba defenders no so no ana to some extent beba goalkeeper no so betimi reduce kakra sa na me quick one Chelsea dey no but Messi dey dey say me can say me see ebeka owu kura beka that will be owu kura beka say Messi ewu na me mfasa but that will be free kura say beka because oye one fine player open as some time no oye one fine player manager
the football god
manager bi anya no the team ope na say ne bo no and I issues say here the other time make we ne achieve I mean Mr. Boss be intro what say most goals in La Liga 444 goals we try to new goals kitwa we share ba ko mienu miesa 444 goals and most Ballon d'Or in history and most FIFA World Player of the Year best FIFA Men's Player Awards were 6 times. Top goal scorer in all club competitions in the calendar year 79 goals in 2012. Only player to score more than 40 goals in 10 consecutive seasons. 40 goals. 10 consecutive seasons. Into the air can I say
consistently
season wait the next season
flop
match that me here for emphasis say the bill say consecutive say this season wait the next season 10 times was share no less than 40 goals 40 and two player we know the team and most goals scored for a single club in the Champions League was 115 but aside that you know Ballon d'Or 6 times European Golden Shoe was just 6 times La Liga best player was 8 times La Liga title was just 10 times Copa del Rey was 6 times. Champions League was 4 times. FIFA Club World Cup was 3 times. And the player was naturally you make one because of a huge ever football. Na name back one me no be ACC any leveler amount for be atiki ni exit no etu na pesa me hwe. And when I can be about Barca omo fans no any leveler omo dey omo agitation any omo protest na kwakodu to the sense say omo de banner bi sign omo club president Bartomeu ne gate enim omo say Bartomeu you are a joke we want you dead. Yes also we say Bartomeu you are a joke we want you dead.
I do that extent.
Yeah, and I make no.
Wow.
Enti passion, any emotional, some Messi ne announcement now arousing. Yes, so huge. And when I make be about a brand to your friend Simon Rizzi, a control book be your friend Satanic Verses. Brother Saddam Hussein Tiasi no. Emma Saddam Hussein the fatwa beto say wow bet me kuma brand ni bia no. Uba ska wo ha o de beba. And make us say ne Saddam Hussein wu bear e kra no Simon Rizzi so ko Scotland are saying that ho bia. Scotland yard for mo garden no. Because when him say anytime bia no once e da ho ne de e da ho. To say we want you dead no. Very serious and to the sense say supporters ni be crown about 200 crown British security barrier call obo stadium ko hwe say club president no ho na ka de person be bia no man nti big issue and somehow said the assem no ACI and also bra oni Koeman here meeting you can say the ma Messi ebuafu ebi ni say omko meeting discuss ni ma bebre beba say Barca management in releasing information outside no Messi dey no kan say onyanko be free ho no na ba outside apparently said the be ya omo bet incite supporters no against Messi sana ma de ne buy enti so we supporters that say no somehow am say ade ne buy so no ane de ne kick out say the supporters ne set kakra massa year survey of 200,000 Barca supporters almost 62% say the Messi canon say o contract wo Barca na contract obetimi every mono no cre and almost 64% so Messi nim team oko and a half say Messi de Pep Guardiola edi nkobodada mse na yala can be about nkoma akoko so ya te say Di Maria ne any other players omo PSG any Messi akasa any Messi akasa I mean artist one Pep crowds where the command the keke county ni nyina issues are ebetimi about here but no any can be about the course ewo ukwa Argentina sisia also Messi oba Spain now already be 13 years was spending 20 solid years for Barca now the team they were old boys ewa Argentina and right there supporters in a contrast to the Elcoso ewo Spain sisi no Spanish supporters no ebu efu omunya batomi omo hanging and I say they want him dead so on the other side of town or Argentina almost so many just one more here I don't know Facebook so on the other side of town Argentina
you go Facebook say a live for her good obetimi akwa bi enya izo Messi need or more than a footballer
and I make us say
so as we be nyame bia nipakuo bi sum na nkasa why say tamana ai Maradona Bonapoli no okona posa na sum no se nyame is him say Messi no crowd will be twemo.
There are players be or a man for some more, even individuals. Ube could be them na ne
but Messi the them say too much.
Well,
so Osha screen is super now heard their supporters in a year.
Also way on car cross over bow on kind. Oman do madria yes be obeba. And omu yesi. And to Mexico be no castle be Argentina ko si aka dia e kunu bebutu e ho nyina bebutu na de enti a omwo gidi se Messi betu abane se omo si 94 World Cup no before 94 World Cup o say
Asempa FM
de go Amando Maradona no so team obo o sati wo Argentina ansa na ko boka ni oba outside omo say before that na Maradona no obo was Sevilla or Spain Maradona no dey 3 years say the Messi dey pepepe Obabe ball, they were whole boys. Obabe ball team no. Almost outside players we said David Trezeguet ne France 4G World Cup. Any Matthew Rodriguez as they know former Liverpool players they say. Onu kwa the Ekasa crowd bobo no ewo Argentina say. Into almost club vice president Frederick Christie Diamaco or catch a TYC Sports said. Sa Maradona by dia. Eno metimi enya Matthew Rodriguez, so metimi enya David Trezeguet ni other players among Obabe ball team ni dia. There's every possibility say. Messi subit me aba no so aba be sia kan mom eno hu enije na omo de good streets omo ne baseball caps ne just
na yen rapping up na yen
Marcelo eno na make say kone de obekọ but ebo de bi wom so person for Messi say a ka obebo no you ask yourself say you have to make a decision and a choice between say oboka now we winning laurels and I say trophies in the Odebema no doubt about it because between ma so call oba England between ma city team say city cray and on ya like be about say the obeti abo one Kunaguero when because Argentina national team na and Shadam fa papa but so we city team say na say Messi na just obeba city abebo ma city clearly omo here so invincible because City now kasa assistance now cry omo bob wanting to say now Messi so baba account let's just lose sight of the fact say at 33 in still no he has a lot of football in him on just say be already 33 into no ball no be mo obi no say Messi ball no nimbo but ne can and there's all balance between oba sika ubenya the obelusi any trophies abenti eno ni adia ball clubs be who eno make club where many for more about president can Heinz Rummenigge ni statement to make here omo for one so ko busa ne say na Messi issue nti where many kumunya na but emphatic no can bam back up no can say omo show mo projects so policies dey here Messi nka ho because o can say can na what Messi hu no e huge so ba Unya tima who financial muscle power who a cloud power be here. There's no way I'll bet me after Messi. Never Tianeka. Tell them can trophies any other things or the Bamanti. And only in some crab, but not Uko spaces here. That's almost supporters say no. No do one for me or more for me association. More about 8 different supporter groups are or more supported by or more spaces here. Omunina Kase. They said Batumio. Emrena so say as what the Nigerian to or resign.
Okay, enti ano Javier Clemente and so at the end no enti yemfri am no na fe yemra ayefi live on Nhyira 104.5 yeba ayefi but messages no bi wo ha menka bi mfamfro na fe yenya kwan enso emra ayefi God love do down kwan Nesta. Also good morning Richardo. Messi must change his team to shine more. Shaibu Hamidu Lasise, CEO of Focus Institute of Journalism. Richardo, you are welcome to the multimedia family. Thank you very much, Mr. Shaibu. Good morning. When Sister Mavis Boafo, I say good morning, Richardo. Messi has nowhere to go. Simple message. And also at the buyer Aduna Felix. As I'm watching you live from Konongo Morfire. Filippo Kwabrikas, I'm watching you live at Martha Dambroke's Kente Shop. Arsenal is going to beat Liverpool by 2-1. And happy belated birthday to Siao David of Kasem Filippo. And this message by Abdurrahman today. Hello, Richardo. I'm watching you live in Barcelona. Eric Sapon, good morning. Richardo, I'm on Sapijo watching you live from Quadra. So you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Or Sapijo message on also at the Eba. No, Abed Banyako. I'm watching you live on Facebook and simultaneously listening to you on radio. Thank you very much. Yadasi Yepa Sanso and Jackson Kofi Pepra on the Ayala and Obabona Basso Ayala. All right. Sanso na Shipman Udi Frihe Atonsu and Ode Abraham. Good morning. I wish my team Arsenal the best of luck against Liverpool today. Shipman and so messenger Ode Abraham and no Prudential Saints. Ayala is too much. Emmanuel Ofori in team. Multimedia, you are always able to stand up to the task. God bless you all. On also the messenger or the Ebano. Enough of messages, you know. Yemra Ayefina, Yemeshe, Ayefisemi, Fear, Yayanko for the Yemre, but Ayala himself, surprisingly, Mimi Momde Mimi who said, I saw it coming. Because Sir Osha Tetuman City for Nana or more Kana. And Mimi who say, hearing now, F and Alpha Moment, definitely on court. And true to my words, you know, on my court. Sure. And it looks like I'm here now. Congress in the Tuesday, Babasono. I ask some
issues about legality there. Libya make us say,
do I am prejudge, but say injunction that's what they are.
I had the Bia make us say, year 20 years to become journalist. I mean, you don't share opinions on it. And you don't have to be prejudicial. Once a law court of competent jurisdiction granted Obi paper, say go and serve Obi. And your analysis, and your overcut, and your wadjin. One way, if you push too much, you can be cited for contempt. And we will leave that legal battle to Techiman City. Any F for to deal with.
But Ayala, my share almost statement of claim, no. I know they say between I can.
Oh yeah. Also, I mean so contact. Who's the only ex parte motion, no application for interim injunction. I say this court will be moved on Monday, 31st day of August 2020. At 9 o'clock in the forenoon or soon thereafter by counsel for and on behalf of the plaintiff stroke applicant in the application playing this honorable court for an order of interim injunction against defendant acting by itself or through with assigned agents, executive directors, officers, employees from organizing or holding or conducting the business of the 26th meeting of the Congress of the defendant. Sorry. Okay, Miss Hanfa will be on say. Okay, my started say injunction against the defendant acting by itself or through it assigned agents, executives, directors, officers, employees from organizing or holding or conducting the business of the 26th meeting of the Congress of the defendant to be held on the first of a day of September 2020 upon the ground set out in the accompanying affidavit, and for any further order to order this honorable court may deem meet. Dated at Kwakwadum. Minim say menya we ni ya. Ne chamber no ye
Kwakwadum.
Oh, okay, Kwakwadum Chambers Awakra. This 27th day of August 2020. Enti I'm sorry, you know, you say omo nya survey.
My statement of claim answer na Ayala ba and the
ex party.
Yeah, this is an ex party.
And the bit me aka ho asem na.
Sure.
Really it me can. And also statement of claim. The plaintiff claims against the defendant as follows: A declaration that on a true and proper interpretation of the statutes of the defendant and the relevant provisions of the Companies Act, an ordinary session of the meeting of Congress of the defendant cannot be held without the mandatory items on the agenda. There is a agenda and a list of items to be discussed with meeting. As in the first claim is say, won't me any meeting, a bra, omo beba meeting, omo hunu die, yeba meeting as yeba discuss. And then number one, and as A. B. A declaration that the 26th meeting of the ordinary session of Congress of the defendant, scheduled for the first day of September 2020, cannot take place without the mandatory items on the agenda. I said, I almost meeting this and Congress agenda. There are certain items that are mandatory. Yes, I say, yes, say what agenda no so. And Sunday, I discuss it. No more claim ni say, Sunday man any so. And only almost second A. Third one, a declaration that the omission or exclusion of the proposal for amendment of the defendant's statutes submitted by 43 members of the Defendants Association was unlawful and in breach of Articles 51B and 32(1) of the statutes of the defendant. I say amount for people some year certain amendments to FA statutes. Nena almost say almost emphasize changes in our person almost a year ewo Congress no almost for me to jam amount for emhuni. Number 4, a declaration that on a true and proper interpretation of sections 139 and 141 of the Companies Act 2019 Act 992, the defendant cannot appoint a new auditor per its agenda of Congress since the substantive auditors have not been removed. The can say if you were auditors is here, and if it's when I just appoint a new auditor and as a new auditors. The Omo can say, the Omo can say, answer no bit me appointing a new auditor and as a new auditor. This is the OCCiano. E. A declaration that on a true and proper interpretation of Articles 2H and 9(1) and 2 of the statutes of the defendant has breached and violated same. Let's just say, when Nisa and share no so. And F. A perpetual injunction restraining the defendant acting by itself or through its assigns and there's a for them there. So no media phobia to a through its assigns agents, executives, directors, officers, employees from organizing, holding, or conducting the business of the 26th meeting of the Congress of the defendant, unless and until the breaches of Defendant Statutes and Companies Act 2019 have been rectified. And G, any further order or orders ask this court to be deemed. And H near cost. And see, apart from Omunina, no, almost a cost against FNT, almost statement of claim now.
Okay, in no, the Congress itself. Yes. Me person about the legal aspect no because honye juma. Enko. Ajaye de come my chief for who say the abeni enti yenso yen hwese betime educate yen listeners na omuti anopenti ayala me chance free ho.
In trying to inform your chief for the abeni no. I think that's if we've done a very good job on the rates, the pre any demands at Timan City for any pedia. Then there was a very crucial and sensitive document from the FA concerning Adia Yaka Wasemi. And any a for near for ancha. Then it means start discussing we are having Ankasanka Krano. We've not dealt with it very well. And yet here the other side no. Let's also go through documents and listen to the other side, which is the Ghana Football Association. And what makes it interesting with this education, and they say, Ghana Football Association Eddie almost side of the story neighbor no. And in Chechemuni letters of Machakoma or members neighbor Abontino. Have you? They've added a letter from FIFA on this subject matter. And that is very, very interesting in all the dynamics now. Now, say sharing your Facebook and your Twitter handle now. You'll be privileged to see every document if you ever can watch them. Any moon clearly stated on this platform. Say, onyo be obeying any of these technology. Now, already come to him. Don't get bored. You better church assembly. I'm what you said, and some air so about this Congress. Any document in every phone in the buy. Now, year started, and now was August 28th, 2020. Anna. Ghana Football Association Eddie letter Barbonting Anomato letter needing response from FIFA on proposed amendment to the GFA status 2019. Say Adia Yaka Wansama Obia say Ralph Jamna Aye Bono Hafo Omo RFA for Omo chairman. Watrabre Association say Congress ya Babe Koino. Onu no propose amendment bi and such a be yenya we status nim na those amendment proposals no obesi ye gitum ne ko discuss our Congress now enya of jamna enkoa ana na nsasa sa propose amendment na say onya 44 members of the Ghana Football Association omu nyina sign ye say oh sa amendment proposal we no omu so gitum say omudo omu spirit tachiri na everyone emfanto omu document so
me can say menini din komo ka chem so onya 1/3
exactly and that is 40
of Congress members.
Yes, that is 44 members of the Congress. The Ghana Football Association say onen saka nemum nenu letter no or say FIFA had a response aba on Sadia na ekoso in the media space and within the Ghana Football Association. So what the first page of formula testimony, but I think it was 6 pages. Where the first page now, the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association, episode can say, Ampa, almost a can letter from Ralph Jamna and those 44 members, on July 28th. And almost a can letter. Almost a can letter, no. And now Ghana Football Association air transited from normalization committee about the current administration of FNO in December. Omoye Ghana Football Association almost status. I had the status of the GFA 2019. They had to consult FIFA for all the guidelines, and FIFA editumu. And unti say nay yendi 1 year mpo. Na so people so propose amendment omuni hu say omunyansem no send your FIFA go through all the consultations and the guidelines and san omoji 2019 status na tum no omujiri say also omubo FIFA amane say your members ni be the amendments aba say adina oji tum no ye nsachaye wom and FIFA will give them an advice on it. That is what the first page eka and obi o follow ye bia on social media ebetimi ahwe. Then to the second page and FNO attach Ralph Jamna letter or the Bre Ghana Football Association dated 27th. Now let's clarify this issue. I say so when letter Ralph Jamna Troyana dated 27th of July. But FNC Omusaka letter on the 28th of July. That is the following day. And Omusaka and the letter near Asamana Yachechumuna, Ralph Jamna proposing amendments, getting 44 others to endorse the amendments now, no or they con, and they've attached the letter. And we'll be over on Facebook, on Twitter, we will see the letter, the heading of the letter, proposals for the amendment of GFA status 2019. Until Ralph Jamna say, or suggest that chef and say, you call Congress now and such a yebia or person. Then the next page. Obakaya on 7th of August, after FNU letter on the 28th of July, on 7th of August, and FNU the battle abontin say, omu convocations nearby, and that is Congress documents now also almost serve your members. Members now who say, baby around Jamna 44 members ne propose say yeah amendments and car agenda no, and that reasons why omanti young fan car agenda no and say. So we Ghana Football Association omumre ni mu a omo status ni mu a Article 32(1) essay ansa na we document bi beba na executive council ni be hwem no matimi agi bibia atum no e wo say it take 30 days and sana sadia no process no omatimi akom. And for those who are watching us on Facebook and on Twitter, you are posting article 32 which talks about ordinary Congress agenda. And if you read or say, the General Secretary shall draw up the agenda based on proposals from the Executive Council and the members of GFA. Any proposal emanating from a member of GFA shall be made in writing, addressed to the Executive Council, and sent to the GFA Secretariat at least 30 days before the stipulated date of the meeting of Congress. The proposal shall include a brief explanation of the basis of said proposal. And man, Article 32 of your new status and say, as a member of the Ghana Football Association, say, oh, suggesting an amendment, I am quite away. And also, they didn't do 30 days and Sana Congress has started. In that same letter, no. And the Ghana Football Association General Secretary HSA, and yet just Article 32 Wempo, and a church assembly more. Never say, oh, county 30 days in this one. Per Article 80, say, I was saying Saturdays. Any Sundays, a film. And for those who are watching us, no, Article 80 talks about deadlines, our status in him. And if you read or say, for the purposes of computation of time, in this status or any regulation or rules of the Ghana Football Association, days shall be counted as calendar days. Saturdays and Sundays shall not be counted. And it's here 30 days from which Rav Damna is submitting a letter of proposals now or proposing now. 30 days I was here Saturdays. Any Sunday film. And it's what the F Financia. The numbers of which you say on the 28th of July. Out of them now any 44 members in the letters in the buy. So we counted from 28th of July to the 1st of September Congress in the Bekosona. On when Saturdays and Sunday film and no 30 days no. And to pay no. Yet amendment to the agenda no one. That is information coming from Ghana Football Association, and this was done on the 7th of August. Now to the next page. And a Ghana Football Association, Eddie Abeto Abontin said they've written after say I reply to a proposal for the amendment of the Ghana Football Association status no. And to the omu here and they just didn't sit on it. And pray say, oh, article away Rav Damnani members no. Omuch come out Rav Damna say because of social and so on inti. Yentimi mfa de na propose no. And kind of document na ye dey be Congress no, and that has been stated. Then came the issue of FF ne catch members say, oh, ye dey can inform me say in December, time ya transited from normalization committee to this administration no. Ye consulting FIFA on the status no. And it's all the baby about. I want to see a corner FIFA. Esoka bibi chiyen about Saturday we are proposing no. And no na make chance at the assembly court no. Say on Jim this say adentina ye normal internally as a local federation. Na ye discuss issues. Now we consulting FIFA until one about kosemda. And that Ojidi say our process na Ghana Football Association person mo fam no. A process be a wrong. And it say no as ya. The GFA document somebody Babantino included a letter from FIFA. Abraham mucho come FIFA for say ye permanent on this issue. And FIFA added by signed by Oriya Fene Veron Mosingo Uba or a chief member association officer. And so Bekaya throughout normalization, normalization baby your first Congress and acquire normalization. Every time there was FIFA, even during the launch of the FIFA task force, Oriya Veron Mosingo Uba was part of the FIFA delegation able to see to the Ghana situation. Okay. And so already FIFA that is the conclusion. There are two things FIFA is saying. FIFA say and no man Rav Damna propose and it's a yento number of Congress members in him from the current number no yemfa bi nka ho de etoso mienu the executive council members na enei omo 11 no yemfa bi nso nka ho and FIFA simply say one. So we the current status now any the members of Congress any members of executive council now omo gidi say a balance enough for even future elections any other. Now, Omuba and one issue they raised during the normalization committee time, and Omu proposes a yente number no so that. If you look at the population of Ghana, any clubs are war, the number of Congress was too much at that time. And that is why Omuji Tum say Yentena Maneso Emra Sambi. The FIFA say, first point, the numbers no very, very balanced for a decision making. Second one, almost say, your numbers of the executive council, no, any numbers of Congress, no, and make sure there's efficiency in decision making. A nipa kakra bi tisi a person take a decision pa ni ehu de ekọ pa ni ehu de ekọ the bureaucracy about the large numbers no enya de boa enti that was the letter from FIFA catch Ghana for nyina including omo interested in this matter say lukwe ni nyame anim nie FIFA age document na Ghana Football Association SND omono omashona asopam name omono their advice from the FIFA quarters and they say amendment proposal na Raf Jamnamo de buy no so moka so mo ya tum sesi a enye and that they were encourage the Ghana Football Association say on this subject no they should further consult them. Now my last words on this and moving away because the education is done. And they say
Menya Kranka the Kotoko de no kra wura mu prekonanka
no problem
yenya kwa be ye
no problem. I'll just do 2 minutes, then have you come. Then we move on to the Kotoko issue, then finish it up with Yenyan Sapono. Mema Semini have here. In 2016, Abra FIFA was hit by this scandal. No more reforms. So the broader department of FIFA so more reforms now. Bakopa ne integral to FIFA was governance. The governance structure of FIFA itself. Now the member associations in the Amiro and also Oma Fanum so their age. Anti governance. And who here FIFA. If you go through every FIFA reform document since 2016, of governance in Diagro. And even as FIFA, there are few evidence to their governance structure today. And the FIFA president, even at executive council meetings, only casting vote. Or one independent vote, just as any member of the FIFA executive council. And now FIFA, one thing they've made sure, say here Juma air separation of powers. And it's a minimum say a lot of FIFA no more na Ubo say Dina Yatra was here Fatima Samora, the general secretary. The president has even limited powers. Say they don't come into the running of FIFA business. And the governance system FIFA and Niagro. And to me, from the first day I saw the Jamna a document, no. Mekacha Mosa de fly. And the simple reason why I'm flying is say FIFA in consultation with the normalization committee had really insisted on this current governance structure of the Ghana Football Association. And barely 8 months into the administration, so Omuhu said there's an amendment proposal to take the structure back to the NDA normalization. There's no way FIFA is going to countenance to that. And so we did a full letter of FIFA now. They make reference to it. Say, you had this old structure. A lot of people, even an emergency committee. And the decision making of the FA wasn't solid. Exactly, they gave you advice to reform. Why do you, after 8 months, want to revert back to the old system? You want so many people at Congress, you want so many people at Executive Council to make the decisions. FIFA was never going to accept it. And I think this letter clarifies it because at the end of the day, Ricardo, football you get to say FIFA na kubata football so. And when they decide and say this is the right direction, we don't have any other means than to accept the FIFA air canon. Enti minim say ebia make chance mo any Obi say Raf Jamnamo, any other people who thought say proposal amendment was crucial to Congress no. Ebia this FIFA letter signed by Veron Masungwa Obano will settle the matter there. But for me, as a media and as a journalist, it settles for me.
But minim say sa FIFA letter we ebia bantama yan command court oh.
Well, I don't need any meet me this. I need your master make it as an go
because you say association now joining no. The honor association in now we penny power or say why you are seeking for no on teaming and guaranteeing for amount. He can't grant it for you. Dear baby, I think in case you are, but I know your more opinion or the more that I benefit of doubt in a yentuaso.
Richard don't say yes, I said you can say as some who can one here. ubekwa ko kasem ni bi
ayentie enko
nti wa hwe abonti eni ni kakra eni no yentiti
yemehwe kodogo issue na yemenya support
e bi wa high very significant am person here wo hwe Ghana Football Association omo letter omo attached response from FIFA on proposed amendment to the statutes 2019
Asempa FM
paragraph 2 and as a second paragraph. And the re-proposals for the amendment of FIFA statutes 2019 almost started come out RFHM will be basically the same. But the almost can make response in the first and I'm about here re-one. Also as expected from member association by FIFA and as the GFA did with the amendments to the statutes made on December 19, 2019, the draft proposal for the amendments of the GFA statute was sent to FIFA for guidance. The letter is attached here too. And only issue na I like I said Mickey Charles problem say yeah ne yati ku yasisi emra no ma me ho kwan say me yesi between I say that intina me pesa me ya ekwa kodru FIFA wo hwe Ghana Football Association mo letter so mo sa etro koma RFHM so repeat the same thing I say also as expected of a member association of FIFA and as the Ghana made it with amendments to the statutes in December 2019. The draft proposal for the amendment of the GFA statutes has been sent to FIFA for guidance on the subject matter. But also the FIFA can just to add a little to the ayala I can say. In principle, no, omunya against say obesisa was statute and obesisa obey amendment to statute. Amendment between a year either obey be free man answer would be baba beshim. That's basically what an amendment means. Say emrana wo ho no ye de bi beka ho na say if you say bi wo ham wanti ye nyim free. FIFA in principle no mo so omunya against it. But the more can I say, bra yeah first one in December 2019 was at least hotel now you had the opportunity to say if there are issues biana esenka hono kesenka ebananke resolve. But post that someone who say bibi omkra na intimi mu akra na there must be broader consultation. Omo nani say money entrance ni discuss because executive council of FN a year huge council what FA a lot of powers and it's a who increasing in number from 11 to 18 now. You have to do a lot of consultation so they make an answer and other amendments on person but basically that's what FIFA say. But quickly so here the FIFA can or say FIFA would like to remind the FA that the current version of its statutes was reviewed during the normalization phase as per the mandate of the normalization committee granted by FIFA Council in collaboration with FIFA and in due consultation with local stakeholders in order to better reflect the current football landscape in Ghana and to align with FIFA principles and requirements. Basically, the can say at that meeting now, omo edit statute ni buy no. Obiya yen input. Obiya the nasem buy. Obiya the hand the buy. Ama ye no yetimi resolve. But ebi can say omo eti ni maybe as because no more per se ye jitu say the be ya football betimi akoso. And then some argument about say oh by na normalization say they see and see nke anya ntumonta wona nanka e bia FIFA bet me drag na mana ko eche na football be
ye ntum na ye congress
eche na ye congress
ye ne akọ ye ne mai
and I pass show me because congress one so ko on so there are certain amendment do bet me aye and you know that about it but oh yeah the FIFA can say do a lot of consultation. The entrance in Nhyira ye discuss. Ni hu die ntia opeso ye amendment no. Die ntia opeso do bi beka hu. Die ntia opeso yi bi free mu. Ni nyina ye nyintum say e ya de betumi aboa ma football because ye basically me no nyina ye ne say ye be ma football to be akọ nanim. Enti de betumi have football bia no ye nyina nyintum say ye nyin free mu. De betumi ma football akọ nanim bia ye nyina nyintum say ye fa nka hu. Basically that's what we try say. Enti it's not as if say it is law say amendment ambassador. The only thing that happens is here and say ebia nintema members say Congress because Tuesday no best next amendment in ebia intime maso at the Tuesday Congress no but Congress they say between us between a lot of issues are between our community meeting between the Mimi who say a very vital to the omo person me just that okay so mutimi nyamre kakra na consultation ni koso. Let's say a idea be boa me ni say FIFA because o mo implement it.
All right, enti yemfa Congress dey no so fancy na yemehwe kumasa se no ko issues no. Em say wiki free bet Tuesday, Wednesday Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, them say, issues na ya can't want my but as a yentimi and in some yepa. And then no matter say, yeah, time kakra. Na yen check issues na sani via yabe nyansaponafi, yajadia cano and so at the ama ayeti for but minim as usual, my son shas and free ayala ho. Now, the board meeting, right? You say honeymoon na ensem nyina afiri a eba ma course kura ba bia de and asem kuto akra yeah na yamponsa appointment now onoma bonti amanfo no nsem bia omo kan say asa papa no ohwe ne body language ni dimina asa onye happy aduma na hwa ebe symptom because Ajuma on chance probably indeed you crowd but issues are eba board no ho ene ono nane amponsa hunane it seems a negative stories and your positive makotoko
apart from the timing and normal apart from timing say it is too early and very very normal for us to disagree at board meetings and normal sipa. But me know where it is too early for that. But Ricardo, young cast I'm saying is here. Na young che yadrin nyansemu emphasam no. What are the issue? Maybe this is the first time we'll be here until Asante Kotoko say aseme na mo kan wa asem no. What happened was the last board meeting Kotoko for no koye ya no. Ura Nana Yamponsa away the CEO no had to make some few reservations bia or jitum say ekoswa na ninje ho and it was targeted at 2 board members. First of all, Ura Kwabena Jemfi, the chairman of Egg Bank. Now sem to Koyobuate Jemfi and say Waganti interview be to Graphic Online. And the content of the interview no any even the money permission to go and talk with Graphic was wrong. And that say Mudi Jumedi man as a CEO na say onya aware of any of such interviews. Na oti say board members a guarantee interview not to any common media but Graphic Online. Na ensamne ba bontin sana. Ebedman ejuma oye na aye diama no as the chief executive officer of the club. And that was in the first reservation, telling Ora Jemfi say, at least and come anuntum kaka as the board. Then to Ora Kofi Amuaban say, look, chairman, and I say Openi. Mahusa Nansia, you tweeted a picture of giving an hint to Kotoko supporters near the football fraternity. Say there's an impending Kotoko TV be about one thing. And when you do that, sometimes we think that we at the management level should have our communication team intact, and we must be communicating this kind of information in terms of its dissemination. In some way, it comes back to us. People call us, asking us about these issues, whilst we are not ready to talk about it because and you media no a heads up about the course or a club them, and that makes it very very difficult to manage it. Now, those 2 issues now, Ura Nana Yamponsa raise the tonation, the posture, or the kasa, I need those 2 board members needed and other board members. So look, yes, you are the CEO. You can address any issue. I am Ojumayedin, but not in this manner. Especially when we the board appointed you. And to have some mutual respect for the way you address us with these kind of issues, the tonation, your choice of words, and it's an man. Now, it was as if the heated argument in Sansamnu ain't enough at that level. Then came Nana Yamponsa proposed 6 million Ghana cedis as a car offer for recruitment of players. Because
6 million.
Yes, because now meeting national. Not 10% flare up with that first issue, you understand. Say, if you work on any disagreement from any board member with an person on the issues that they were discussing, say one control we are, it will take a certain dimension. And what the board unanimously told Nana Amponsa was that, Ora, we are in a process of forming your management for you. What submitting names be? There are some we've approved, there are some we've asked you to go give us backups and all that. And see, we together, we are in a process of, see, Ejatum said these are your management members. Saying, what we expect you to do is to go department by department on your management organogram and get us a policy. Now you firm up the policy. Now Jintum said this is the policy direction of Kotoko as proposed by the board and the management of the club. Then you submit your budget for us. Then we know, say, since you know this is your budget I open to run the club as a CEO. Now why it is justifiable for us to give you that money as your budget. Not vis-a-vis, you have your budget, so you set a target, including the sporting targets, the financial targets, any other targets, I bet with the amount as a CEO and as a management. And to cough out 6 million Ghana cedis, it will be difficult for us. And it will not be in line of proper corporate structure. We shouldn't forget, now say, Ricardo Bayer story say, oh, Kotoko, etia arrears of some players be. Sika wedding.
Yeah.
Sika Sam is not rosy. And with COVID-19, yeah, boy. The sponsors no more Kotoko, they are not paying their sponsorship monies because they've written to them.
Wait, minimum say empty and do you say crap.
Exactly.
Nani amponsa nya happy.
Good.
Because only few say a club to say Kotoko. Now, sign contract says they are mobile, Nise MTN is Kadie.
But the reality is that today, Goyo, MTN, or Fidelity, Kotoko sponsors, no, because they're mobile, they are not paying. They withdraw their financial aspects or contract.
Yes,
the last time Omuchi arrest, it came from 2 board members from Mankasa pocket. Every project we've seen recently, Biano, a board member been offered to obey. Even the Sika corner compensation, a board member offered to pay. And even the chief executive officer and the head coach Kwaka also Muyusu for their official duties, a board member they demand.
Because V8.
Exactly, it has been the benevolence of these board members to individually come to the aid of the club. Because you've not submitted, you knew the process of who the management are and the budget for us to know, so okay, then this is how we are going to fund Sano Mano. And say, sign aboard the two Nana Amponsa anymore. Nana Amponsa obviously wasn't happy, and for him, the case NSA, if they don't set him up for success, and that's those players, no. Now, on also so media and timing echo Nancy and it is a themselves if I sign Esau. Nancy it is a house of folk for your more signings. People are making their signings as go see you. Yeah, the Roma to transfer your body a young project with Olivata. And yeah, people are building. And Kotoko can't wait to go through all the process before they go onto the sporting aspect of a new project. No, that is the Lion Ponce's argument. And no credit, it got heated to the point Nana Ponsa threatened said saying that you made neighbor and he must as well as resign as the CEO of the club. Emma Achino, other board members Bemube Ebe Kuli the Tempano. Massemini in 1 minute. Massemini to conclude this matter. You see, Koroko is a football club. And every football club here has 2 fundamental principles on the running. The business aspect and the sporting aspect. And it's a board who say they can blend the two. Koroko will suffer. Mijitum, so from Nhyira to Professor Lydian Cancer Committee report and recommendation, and from even the greater football perspective, say Kotoko must be run in a more corporate manner. But Ricardo, say Kotoko yen na room area. They obey the ultimate evidence of success. Bako, born on the ball park. Because Kotoko can be well structured, Obia, the portfolio, everyone is qualified, Bibia Koso, but Kotoko park is on bonus stroker. It's one strong indicator of the assessment of Nana Amponsa's job.
And this can be
exactly
because stadium be full.
What I say, the good aura, some more will come. Basically, with getting results on the field attached to whatever corporate structure you want to build. And we shouldn't lose sight, say, Kotoko betima bon home model our park this one. The quality of players never say. And meaning yes, the board are right to concentrate on building a proper corporate structure Get us your management members. Let's affirm them. Let's do background checks on them. Let's check their certificates. So we are qualified for budget, bra. Then we know so we are going the proper corporate structure as instructed by Nhyira and as young kasa kwaye dibra in society as business executives. The board is right to demand for proper corporate structure and measures any timing. But the thing is that they must also understand. Say, the transfer market is not waiting for Kotoko to build the structures. Because clubs like Dreams FC, House of Folk, Ash Gold, any competitor to Kotoko already have their structure there. So they are identifying the players they need and they are going for them. And it's only one to say, all the time in the world to build your management team, to build your corporate structure, get the budget to fund, and so now, what might they go ahead for them to go and sign players? What if after you do all those things and Kotoko's target are off the market, and I say other clubs are found why? And now I can say Matthew Enim Kujo agent is asking for $200,000. You need to go and negotiate with them because you need a player.
That's Blay.
Justice Blay is almost on his way out. And no man could hear with the Takwa relationships. He say, I'm a no man say. Imano Kayaka with Karela. Probably they will have other suitors. One memun temnas or muteke decision. Because you shouldn't forget, look, one club that is disturbing the transfer market by Lagos cities and conforming Kohon. Every big beer Kotoko has as good. Big clubs are submitted to any player via Lagos cities has doubled it. And it's not as if say the system is waiting for you. And I'm not saying say the corporate structure shouldn't be built. Me, I'm all for it. And I can't catch him in po. So I mean to say between the corporate structure and the Kotoko equipment, now I'll choose the corporate structure. No? Because for me, I think Kotoko already have enough players. So even if Masokwedu or pruning pa, he will get enough good squad to compete Ghanaian soil and also. And the Kotoko focus and the priority today is to build the structures first. And that should be the concentration. But some mutual respect and understanding. Say way no. Na way so in a mutual respectful way. Say some now can you no credit and Kenya way and kebeye. But if you are saying time in any side we have to balance our attention and not depend only on the business side on building the structure and the corporate structure. But I also read the sporting project and also near pay some particular attention to it. It must be done in a more decorum way. Kotoko board members, I respect them so much. These are astute people in society and penyumfua. On any occasion, you must give them the benefit of the doubt. Say they will exercise very, very good discretion. But it is time for us to also understand and in a way. Okay. Respect him for his knowledge, any Jumedio episode, and that if he is putting up any proposal, even if you disagree with him to a larger extent, there must be that mutual respect for him to also bring his perspective on the board. No, we need unity within that room for them to prosecute their agenda and what the Kotoko fraternity in terms of the expectations they have with this new administration.
Bismarck Owusu Bempa Ayala. Avia yentra humra na yeba yemfa nyansapono emfamra me hu se o topic na em do
avia topic ni o de
avia topic ni em de ti yentra humra sisi yeba na yemewe nyansapono live on Nhyira 104.5 ti yenchakra yeba sisi yeba ya nyansapono ebrem.
Say dear, Nhyira FM, Edin Yesi Ogana, and we are here for Neighbor Bia, Tower Bubuano, and phone Bia, Yedin Yabesi Bia, and Manu phone so. Ye hear us over test NF, Ako 8787, Yaveto 15 pesos per Udem, near Kosubia, Yedbem Manu phone so. See a good Yamonsem, a Jadiamonsem, and Nigidiamonsem, and I knew Subiano, Yedibro Sumpro, Nhyira FM, and what day? Say dear, Nhyira FM, Edin Yesi Ogana, and we are here for Neighbor Bia, Tower Bubuano, and phone Bia, Yedin Yabesi Bia, and Manu phone so. Ye hear us over test NF, Ako 8787, Yaveto 15 pesos per Udem, near Kosubia, Yedbem Manu phone so. See a good Yamonsem, a Jadiamonsem, and Nigidiamonsem, and I knew Subiano, Yedibro Sumpro, Nhyira FM, and what day?
name is Dismas.
To our frontline workers of the KCCR who have been working 24/7, breaking their backs in testing hundreds and thousands of samples, we say thank you to you. In fact, where would we have been without you?
Your job has been more dangerous than ever, yet you wake up every morning making sure people stay safe. To the doctors, the nurses, and all the health workers out there, we say thank you.
To you all our contact tracers who have been going out looking for people who may be sick and needing help, with all the risk involved, we say Minatimere.
To all frontline health workers, the fate of humanity depends on you. We say thank you.
I want to say thank you to all the first responders, the ambulance crew, rushing into unknown situations. Thank you.
To the nurses who wake up every morning and go to work, knowing your very jobs could cost you your lives. Thank you very much for your sacrifices.
To our frontline workers, thank you. That is all we can say. I have no mercy. Thank you. God bless you.
To all the staff of Noguchi, KCCR, Kolebu, and all the testing centers, where would we have been without you? We say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where would we have been without you?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Name is Dismas.
To our frontline workers of the KCCR who have been working 24/7, breaking their backs in testing hundreds and thousands of samples, we say thank you to you. In fact, where would we have been without you?
Your job has been more dangerous than ever, yet you wake up every morning making sure people stay safe. To the doctors, the nurses, and all the health workers out there, we say thank you.
To you all our contact tracers who have been going out looking for people who may be sick and needing help, with all the risk involved, we say Minatimere.
To all frontline health workers, the fate of humanity depends on you. We say thank you.
I want to say thank you to all the first responders, the ambulance crew, rushing into unknown situations. Thank you.
To the nurses who wake up every morning and go to work, knowing your very jobs could cost you your lives. Thank you very much for your sacrifices.
To our frontline workers, thank you. That is all we can say. I have no mercy. Thank you. God bless you.
To all the staff of Noguchi,
yɛsrɛ nkwatintin nyansa ne apɔmuden deɛ ɔwaso no ontie deɛ ɔwani no ɔnhwɛ deɛ ɔwano no ɔnka wei ɛne yɛ nyansapɔ.
Okay, enti yamra na yame yenyansapɔ no ene anopesi say 11:35 enti ode yenye ni 88 na na fi wi anya de aka no ema ayetefo enti avie me ncha sem fafiri onyansapɔ
Richard me somehow me twaso from baby ayala free no eba no there are a lot of issues that me person make the other time near KB about board but corporate governance structure board no and the highest decision making body a war organization biem and na se no e chief executive said na na amponsa de ken and na na amponsa so na se no so befa other management members are no mo be adwuma enti board no e ma broad policy direction policies any de kan wa ode be ma CEO no se sei e na ye person direction at team no ekwa na say adwuma no ekoni na wo CEO no woni board no per mo interaction no mo agreement man no what satisfy wo implement de Kotoko e like say ni enye so muni board o as many as 12 members to me 12 members right also 12 and yes omuni see you but Kotoko sembe bre na ebebe abonti say emre bi atwam on de na ha Kotoko pa ne say omko board meeting na asem no apia abonten 12 members na ekwo yen board meeting ni bi o yen ti obi eni wo board meeting ni bi enti e de na Kotoko board meeting na asem on be discuss no etimi ba abonten wan de ba
no ma
ana meka no enti omo ankasa no omo create omo because omo here discussion na enti but the course be etibiti be catch man for say na Kotoko for your meeting and I say be only being Kotoko cry say na house for board meeting here and you PR session and I say department e be yo amount for net na beka let just obi na e beka sasem no e kira man for and as beka kira journalist so e dey kwa abontin but quick one na amponsa on a chief executive officer na minim kra minim sase e fa was a chief executive officer Yemao contractor and I say Yemao appointment letter conditions of appointment ne count see if I was a chief executive what kept you be say e be a medical bill said be man be say we bet your social security contribution e be a bet your provident fund medical de keke ni nyina e be medical e kwa na to be able to be go beyond say e be a ma say kwa na ma do say kwa no bet you qualify e be medication e nyina say obakra ha no e bet you ahwe school akwa ko do say enti e whole package about with the job no enti kwati na mi busa ne say bro mo fa na na amponsa say o meye chief executive officer Makumasi Asante Kotoko no package be no mo de man no package ben no mo de man no a chirei ni sika semba yes also beji say na ebe say because at the selection interview no sane man nyina na eba say ya select we a ye no tena say ye no ka ni nyina eba wo ba beji say intimate between say opening na appointment letter de ma anti that mean say na dem upon say ya no na ye de cast ya fa ne Kotoko chief executive officer kwa na ya man anything to show say make a formal document be and as a formal written a to show say or your Kotoko chief executive officer because you man bibisa and kasani many nyina na say ke wom ye fa betu ya wo say e betu ya wo social security contribution e be a medical aid be ma other benefit be obi ani nyina aye part of the package e say nke benti kasa na ketu also you know so beji say and almost betu ya man say 25,000 as saying and also pay V8 and ye man prado as saying and also pay fee and yes I mean those things nyina no aye ade a e say nka eba with the package no enti dey na see ye ye prepare ho kofa no kwa bra ye na discuss say na nyina no one kasa 6 million Ghana cedis na also open the Koto players no or catch the board members so no one na discuss players ben or the Koto players ben because who ba na be diska eso otimi kire the diska na kwa kwaye na even diska no kra no management kra no won't be for me management o apart from nipa na so free be as I don't know oba be in charge of Koto so branding you know why be no what to say na na amponta ba wa fa ne say Obey Juma Makumasi Asante Kotoko. What be them in TV as what Mongan James because we hear whole team. Oko secretary to the last time Mikasa say they know acting chief executive officer Kono. Obrezi a lot of issues about Kotoko secretary to say Kotoko for plans says so beside another secretary to cry and cry discuss wa. Oko say unyo accountant to. Because that's kaye yen fansha won sem. Never got to bank account to say, Wuna could use canon, not dead space can and assess pennies canon. And so new accountant, or no, a best check when a breakfast was says can beat me, a issue says canon. Who office as a yes set? HR person or maybe a administrator or the kick account in a omina, I settled. So for instance, animation assets animation abba. I mean, to scan the manner. Keskanuka wine na ke yemfanche on one kanza nsem na nko no nkoto player na say players ben kra na nko person kwa koto o de maso kunedu discuss because e bi etwem koto major problem on one say management members ni bi edi players say bra coach no kra na say manager no onim hohwe players be break me ba obe na management member we di we friend we di we na do we ba na o ma be assemble o mo bo one season na for the next season na omo emode monye no na ye sapa mo mako ma ba be wisiska because plan ne ba enye salary nkwa na nese winning bonus nkwa na de man wo the other benefits so ka ho ab ni nyina ye cost to the club no it is any many nyina no ese nka ye eda ho ese sane many nyina da ho Kotoko positioning na mo ka bi about sponsorship e ba kwansa Asante Kotoko MTN ne omo ke kan woni na woni say dumne bi Kotoko bus ko nya accident insurance company kra insure no kra no na na omo ayeso mutua kra no omo ntua nkoma insurance company ema ebi obi kra timi free na sia na mate say omo yes ka bi available am to ko money pa kra na o free man na say omo mbu prepare no Polak money other players omo prepare na house player buy o free house buy me refi kakra asito le numu ye nyine hu so omo koda ko for no chi omo prepare omo nyina ede no mo saka enti structure ne de let's build the structure na I am bonsa build the structure no build the structure ni hu say who as chief executive officer no wo we what set up a well organized secretariat so the be here who call with any request be na you bet me the scanner open and now say the open the amount but as it stands now no me hu bibia ya point no me hu bibia say structures bia wo hwa as say pass say kasa Kotoko pass say almost at almost spend there ekwabe no be fast on best spend because board members no more say so the ayala kan omo ye ni fo enti wutimi ma megire nanim say ye first come out kwa no mo sign check na no this kind man now this kind of call it will not happen enya de besi enti sanse say ni nyina na say oye ni nyina awie why ni nyina awie no then you can then move on to the other things say obe bodo squad ne de keke kan no nyina no enti eno ne me nyansa pone.
Okay, enti Javier Clemente so nyansa pa ode ama na no pa no menko Bismarck Owusu Bempa Ayala na ononso the next 8 minutes onfa eni nyansa po no enso emfa entoaso
Nhyira FM Asempa FM
we dey boni taw minya penya via deal with Kotoko issues no and I'm dealing with the bigger Ghana Football Association and the interest and the development. Makase and koma you differ Ghana football no one principle that must carry through ye nyina ye moja any yadwum and say we must know our limits even in the mood of criticism. Send ye be ya the limits never guide ye. Now in our quest to criticize, we don't destroy the brand. Ye as media people, or you compare yourself in the last 3 years a Ghana League in course normalization and as expose in this normal. Compare yourself to your colleague journalists in baby a football are flourishing in the last 3 seasons. Never the kind of exposure, the kind of stories they write, and how they project almost football, and the benefits are brought to their sports media industry. No, never compare the other way. And I'm not saying, and some there, and I come my brain and because I've been one critique of anything FNI am saying, but there's a limit to what you can say about the FA. Nasa mimpo kwana me yensem choni no. If I owe to myself to criticize and see the FA discussions in a space where I don't go beyond the limit of distraction of the brand, Mr. Mebua Amaya building up. And then members of the FA themselves are crowd here. Sebi, it should be a Bible or Quran they read in terms of Omusubain, any do Omubeka, especially in public space about the Ghana Football Association. Because at the end of the day, brand no any ehun adodo de ebeba no. See ye kase ye chempo a omo ye direct members of the FA no are going to benefit more than the peripheral stakeholders of the Ghana Football Association. And I'm taking this opportunity to tell every member of the FA say association no mona yamo dia. And I'm also to association, no. And I'm person who say there's massive development in the association and football in Ghana. And in Pempi, no, there are more members no internally mubeka no. And now want to so for a shapey or margin their bonify perception. Now a result in their attitude towards the product you are selling to them. Now say no aye firm da then the corporate world and so I will say the business beko and I say for investment in co. Now I'm saying all this because of what this week Owura Kweko say Palmer the interviewer on the Angel for Echo Have Wakra. Now the reason why this is called to me, I never person spending these few minutes to talk about and they say one, Owura Kweko Palmer is highly respected in the football fraternity. Ne tema youth team awaye, ne portfolios awa hodi Ghana Football Associations. He is one of the most knowledgeable people in Ghana football today. Upe umpeo. He has been a true and true football person. Sanka, Ghana Football Association, a political space, and Kabet Makase is one of the statesmen of Ghana football. And he said, oh, yes, statesman of Ghana footballer. Now say, yeah, looks up to people like you. Say, the protection of Ghana football brand, you will be one of those who will safeguard it. Especially when you have an ambition to rise to become the head of Ghana Football Association. Say, if one day, your ambition say, you will become the president of the association, then others or impa, you will know, say, the interest and the brand Ghana Football Association. But Palmer threw out in a statement and answered an interview with Sports Obama on Angel, made a statement to be Mjidi said, one, he has not learned his lessons. And let me tell you about the lessons. Palmer himself as a person has gone through this phase of his life as a football administrator and as a football politician because of West Awakada in the public domain. Even before the FA election campaign started, you know, for us in the media and for those who was criticizing Palmer, the candidate, you know, one of the things they used against Palmer was the interview he granted to City FM on that indemnity. Okay, it's a famous statement, you know. So, we could have seen the referees do whatever we wasn't care and qualify for the World Cup. Sikebia and Kedibetia doing that, no. He qualified for World Cup. Nebenya home. And it would have been good. We have done that rather than the Akwakoye. Amani be issue deja Ghana say, hey, is Palmer publicly preaching say Yanko bribe referee and manipulate matches? Subsequently to that statement, he was called to the ethics committee. Whether he was made to apologize, an admission of guilt or not, that is a subject as scarce here. So I don't want to go into it because I don't want to be prejudicial. But I'm saying, say, Adia Bakwa, am I Palmer, ne political ambition to become the president of the FA. Is the public utterances to especially on media. And I also think by this time he should have been guarded by some indemnity episode. No, now no hopeful. Say going forward, I will watch my mouth and not say things that borders on the ethics and code of ethics of Ghana Football Association and FIFA itself. Because when I had the ambition, part of the forms and say, me whether one, me standing any judicial assembly or me CAF or Ghana Football Association and FIFA, and whether two, me breaking any of FIFA code of ethics that. And that is the ultimate criteria for the future political ambition of a real friend of Seko Kupama, Ricardo. Nelson Sono, me assure say, one of the statements he made at Angel, still Palmer is not fully aware. Say he is someone who is bound by FIFA code of ethics and that's all public domain more. And also when in some kind of year. Everybody say, oh, at this point, what did Palmer say? Amayala Ricardo, you let's replay Asama Palmer kind on the Sadiq Adam show, then I'll come back and finish off Minyan Sapono.
Person or an economy, if you are introducing a novelty to pay the executive council members on monthly basis, I don't have any. As a finance person or an economist, question may be saying, upon what basis no you trade them account? if you are able to provide the financial data to tell me that, Executive Council, we have outperformed the previous regime in finance, there will be an economic value added by the executives. Bank of Ghana governor made this statement in 2018 that before they will be able to pay executives, whatever will establish the fact that whether the executives have been able to perform to achieve the set objectives of that particular entity, and Sana will go ahead to pay executive emoluments, and that is how executive emoluments are paid. Now you are telling me that you will be 4,000, you will be 12,000. And upon what basis the motive will conclude that or they you go ahead to pay, and I don't really go ahead to pay. Executive decisions are not taken just on random. There should be justifiable reasons. You have to rationalize the payment of that money. Who figures now what churning out? What might have informed them in bringing those figures? It's very difficult for anybody to comprehend. All right, then my first statement to make it will look like comprehensively. You cannot touch the executive emolument and leave out that of the staff member. Who told you that the staff members are happy with the salaries that they are enjoying? So it should be comprehensive. You have to think of those people. There were committees, however, there were certain allowances for these committees. Has it been touched? Look forward. Like
now, Ricardo, Palmer said, and I want to recap the kind of baby na hear me part for this subject. I say, yakwa say, sika wo efi ho, enti akwa say yenchindi.
Create, loot and share.
Look,
Obia was open so be Ghana Football Association president.
You see, the general awareness of the state of football is here. Ghana football. The public perception about Ghana football and in running. Anyhow, that public perception about Ghana football are affecting corporate attraction to the brand Ghana football. So if you are a statesman of football, now say unya any platform in the public domain, you don't say you suspect the Ghana Football Association Executive Council, and akwa say omaba to sika ho ne de akwa say wonchendi eno mbeso muchedi. Sa asema pa ma kai say if our evidence to it say ampa executive council members no ye wonchendi I will not have any problem with it. Asema no waka no if indeed say pa our evidence say executive council was is here no omaba to sika ho and akwa say onchendi no mbeso muchedi
no proof. I will not pushing the Obeka.
Good. Until Hona Mebano.
Okay.
Now, Ejai Ubetima starts here and and because Palmer is a football person, he is bound by the FIFA Code of Ethics. Until someone waka say or suspect it, say one change because we executive council hono. Now, Jarianko Article 17 of the FIFA Code of Ethics 2019, duty to report. Now, so already Article 17 of the FIFA Code of Ethics a duty to report now with your permission. Say obi ohana on share o tie already to so article no de eka. Or say persons bound by this code who become aware of any infringements of this code shall inform in writing the secretariat and or chairperson of the investigatory chamber of the ethics committee directly. Say if Palmer Gitum say our evidence and that he suspects say every honor executive council members no onchendia FIFA say he is bound by this code of ethics and that per article 17 or duty to report and some like also Ghana Football Association to the adjudicatory chamber of the ethics committee of FIFA. Remember, some read about the failure. But Article 18 say duty to cooperate. Unim, the duty to cooperate. They say who say BB Kosovo any member association and that's FIFA. Nasa we any member who interest womua. And there's a something called ethics committee. Per Article 18 of FIFA Code of Ethics, you have your duty to cooperate with the ethics committee. And the question I'm asking is say, with this statement Palmer make, if he is called say. The statement in our the ambition and also the potential to drive the integrity of Ghana football into dispute. And to Umbrella Ethics Committee, now ask our duty to cooperate with the Ethics Committee. No, Omra training seminar so evidence be on Famra near sanitizer system now. Is he ready to go and do that? Now the last thing, yes, Article 22 of the FIFA Code of Ethics, and say the battle. So Article 22, discrimination and defamation. Discrimination and defamation. I say, persons born by this code shall not offend the dignity or integrity of a country, private person, or group of people through contemptuous, discriminatory, or delegatory words or actions on account of race, color, skin, ethnicity, nationality, social orientation, gender, disability, language, politics, or political opinion, or any opinion, wealth, birth, or any other status, sexual orientation, or any other reason. And if you are a member of Ghana Football Association, to an extent, you are a member of the football fraternity and you are bound by the FIFA Code of Ethics. And the FIFA Code of Ethics, Article 22, I say, only wakunya, say, make any statement, a boundary on the dignity and integrity of any member of the association. Okay, and when you go out and create the situation, I just hope.
A serious comment.
One, yeah, two about as a cast decision in the bar. Okay, not Onyakunya to become the FA president today. He will work with these same executive council members. He is accusing they are creating a looting and share.
All right, Yemfenso Ayala, Yemfenso na Brenda Koye pass 3220 835810 3220 835820.